It's showtime.
Showtime.
All right. We are live, everybody. My name is Bahzad.
My name is Risa.
And we are broadcasting live from the intergalactic space headquarters of Naked Famous Denim, located here in Yokohama, Japan. It is Saturday morning for us, Friday evening for many of you. It is time to talk about denim, more denim, answer your questions about denim, send me on some kind of triggered rant about something. We got a spicy snack time, a very unconventional spicy snack time
I'm
today.
a little scared. Yeah.
It's probably going to be gross. Anyways, I do think. Okay. All right, but if you want to see that, you got to stick around for the entire stream. So, let's get into it, everybody. Let's check in where you're checking in from. Great to see you all. We've got the Toaster Pilot. Hello from Wisconsin. Welcome, welcome. Invis Ian's DC is in the house. Stufu, for free. Hello from El Paso, Texas. Welcome, welcome. Topher Cover, greetings from California. All right. We've got C. Sanchez, hola, from Los Angeles. Arif, good to see you. Greetings from Chicago, the Windy City. Nick is in from Seoul, South Korea. Welcome, my friend Melody Murray. Hello from Tucson. Just purchased a pair of the Sea Island Cotton Easy Guy and Silk Blend Easy shirt today. Now that is a comfortable combination.
That is a luxurious combo.
Absolutely. Shane, hello from Vancouver, Washington. We've got Mike C. in from the T.O. Toronto for the 416 or the 905. You tell me, although the 905 is technically not Toronto. It is part of the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. Okay. But the 416, not the 647. I don't believe in the 647.
That's a new area code?
Well, it was new in like 1997, and I just refused. I'm a 416 guy. Still have my 416 cell phone number. I just won't let it go, even though I've lived not in Toronto for the past 15, 16 years. Something like that. 15 years, 14 years, something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time. But I just hold on to that Toronto phone number. Anyhow, nobody calls me on it, and it never gets used.
It's okay. It's just,
it's just the way the world.
Cost, however much a month just to keep you.
Just to keep me satisfied. Yeah, I'm just hoping somebody from, high school is like, hey, I wonder if Bahzad's still around and sends me a... Never happened.
But even if they wanted to, would you get it?
No, my phone is off.
Yeah.
It is never on. Shane, hello from Vancouver, Washington. I think I said that. Oliver Anderson, hi from Australia. Dusty Red Title, howdy from St. Paul, Minnesota. Welcome, welcome, USA. Nicholas Viplu, back in Japan. First live stream since I've been able to catch it in a while. Well, I'm glad to have you back here. We've got Call Me By Your Email. Hey from Portland, Oregon. Welcome. RiceW5. Hello from Birmingham, UK. Wearing my Herringbone Denim. Nice. Great choice. Speaking of the Herringbone Denim, the Herringbone Denim Chore Coat dropped today, and it basically sold out today.
Yeah.
I
saw that there was small left.
Right. I'm just wondering, I think New York received their shipment today. I just don't know if they put it online yet. Because last I checked, it was 1 a.m. last night, and now it's not.
If you're looking for it, maybe.
Keep an eye on the Naked Famous Denim NYC website. We'll check the website a little bit. I just want to finish saying hello to everybody in the chat for joining us today from all around the world. All right. The Raven, finally able to watch a live one this week. I've missed all of August because of Boulder's Gate took over my life. Well, I'm assuming that's a video game, but those video games do that. They have a way of doing that. Well, I'm glad that you're taking some time to join us live here for our live stream. Okay. Flynn Rodwell. Hello from Glasgow. Good to see you. Uncanny Fox. Hello from the Bay Area, California. Good to see you. Pedro. Hey yo. From Indiana. Wearing a perfect selvage and a Wonder Looper Ultimate Pima t-shirt. Now, I'd say that's the ultimate combination. Arif in the chat, hey, speaking of the area codes, same with 312 for Chicago, the original. That's right.
I know that New York had some of those too.
212s and the...
Yeah. Here, cell phone, since the beginning, just a fun fact, cell phone had their own area code, so it had nothing to do with the area you sign up with the cell phone, but it's just a cell phone code, and then that ran out, so there was a new code, and then now like all the new numbers have like either like one of the 3 cell phone codes. I'm on the third one.
I see.
And I just feel so sad.
Yeah, you don't feel as old school.
You have the first one.
I have the first one.
Yeah, so.
Despite not being here as long as you.
Despite signing up for this phone number.
At the same time. That's it. Mike C. About the 416. The 416. Okay, Oliver Anderson with the first question of the day. How much shrinkage to expect with the Sea Island cotton? You shouldn't expect much shrinkage. I've been getting interestingly enough, people have been messaging me, how much should they expect them to stretch? How much should I expect them to shrink? Well, you're actually the first one to ask me to shrink, but a lot of people have been asking me about the stretch. And the answer is, they're not going to stretch much. They're not going to shrink much.
Yeah.
Size according to what's going to fit you right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the stretch. Don't worry about the shrink.
Because there is no exact science for us to tell you how much it's going to shrink. It all depends on a lot of things. And yeah, there is no answer like, oh, it's going to stretch 1 inch in the waist. Like, that's not something for us to say. Yeah. So
if you put the most stretch on it, maybe you'll get an inch out of the waist, maybe. Yeah. But that's if you kind of size them tight and they're uncomfortable, and then they stretch out, and you get that inch out of them, but they're going to end up being not the most comfortable jean in the world.
Yeah, but also like if you have a size 28, it would stretch less than if you because it's just all relative. Like if you're working with smaller numbers, like you know what I mean. So it's
So size for what's going to fit you today. Out of the box, you get the jean, you put them on, they should be comfortable. The waist should do up just fine. You shouldn't have to struggle with it. And because the jeans fit you well right out the gate, they don't need to stretch out as much. You're not putting as much stress on that fabric, so you're not going to get maximum stretchage out of them. And even when they shrink, they're going to stretch back out to about the size that you got, about the size that they were when you first got them.
Yeah. So you shouldn't buy it just big enough so that you can really tightly close the button or anything, because then you're risking that if you wash it and shrink it a little bit, then you're not going to be able to button it. Yeah. But as long as you have a little bit of room, you'll be okay.
2 fingers room. Make sure you can put that into the waistband. You're going to be fine
without struggling.
Yeah,
because 2 fingers you can put
right. So size that way. It makes sure that you can gain a little bit of weight. You can have, a Thanksgiving dinner, and you'll be comfortable, right? If you're right on that borderline, maybe you're young, maybe you've got a great metabolism. I'm a little bit older. I could put on 5 pounds in a weekend, no problem.
But you can also drop it.
I can also drop. I'm 5 pounds. I'm up and down all the time,
which impresses me. If I'm if I gain 5 pounds, it would take me a decade for me to drop that. But I also don't gain 5 pounds that easily.
Yeah, I gain and drop real easy. So I make sure that my jeans, I've got room for it, and I would recommend the same to many of you. In my life, the biggest problem was getting jeans that were snug, and then you get older, you gain weight, all this stuff happens to you, and then you've got all these jeans that don't fit you anymore. And if I'm anything like you, and I know this is our, the most devoted crowd here, you probably have a couple jeans in the backlog, right? You might have a pair or two that you bought, you haven't had the chance to wear them yet. You want to be able to wear them. So if you're buying them snug and expecting them that they maybe in a year and a half from now, you might not be the same size as you are right now, a year and a half from now.
Yeah.
Just saying. So make sure you have a little bit of leeway there, and you're gonna be able to enjoy your jeans for much, much longer. Hopefully, that advice helps somebody.
Yeah. And also, if it's a tiny bit bigger, there's always a belt.
There's always a belt.
If it's tiny bit too small, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, right. There's little you can do about it. I mean, there are technically some. So long as there's room in the legs, like you can. Have you ever seen like waistband extenders?
Yeah. But you don't want to wear that.
It's a last resort. Hold on, let me pull it up so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, there are these little devices that you can put on your waistband. And at one point, I wanted to make some of these. I don't know what happened to that idea. Nothing, obviously. But here, let's check it out. So you get these little devices. It's just like a piece of denim with a button on it and a buttonhole. And, you know, if your jeans are just a little tight, and at the very least, you can hide it with a belt really nicely, or if you got a long t-shirt. But yeah, you can't put your jeans on. You just put that on, and then you get that little bit of extra room here. At least if we made Naked and Famous branded ones, at least you'd have the Naked and Famous button on it. But there's many little devices like this on Amazon. So if your jeans are just a teensy bit too tight, this might give you the the help that you need.
Do any of you guys want this? Are there any interest here? That's a good thing.
Like a Naked and Famous one? Maybe. I mean, look, if your jeans are a little small, you want to, if you can get a little bit of extra wear out of them, then maybe. But, yeah. Well, I'll
it just
see.
Seems like, a little... Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants to get here.
Yeah.
But, last resort, I understand. Okay. Okay, let's see. Shay Loudly, Hinton, Alberta, represent. Hinton, Alberta, welcome to the chat. The Raven, any news on the Elvira denim? A little bit.
Good question.
Yeah. I talked to Brandon last night. We're expecting the production to arrive in our warehouse by the end of the month. That is this month, September. So we will probably have them out, I'm thinking third week October, something like that. October's going to be a very busy month, guys. September's going to be a busy month, but October's going to be an especially busy month. So maybe we'll have them out on the 20th or the 27th, something like that.
27th, that's very close to Halloween.
Very close to Halloween. You might not be able to wear them on Halloween specifically, but you'll be able to have them just around the Halloween. Or maybe we can do like a Monday release on those, because usually we do a Friday release. Maybe we can do like a Monday, Tuesday kind of thing release. That way, if we put it out on like the 16th, then you can have it in time for Halloween. You can go to your Halloween parties with them. Okay, we'll work on that one. Arif writes, when do the Sumis drop? So next Friday. So today is the 1st. We dropped the Sea Island Cotton Selvedge. Next week, the 8th, Elephant 12. And then the week after that, the 15th, we're going to release the Sumi ink-coated Selvedge. So we've got the two big releases in the next 2 weeks from now. We had a big release today with the Sea Island Cotton. So a lot of stuff coming out. A lot is coming in the pipeline. Go Get Some says, show the fits. Our fits? Well, as you guys can see, we've got some matching fits. Dirty Fade. True Guy, I've been wearing these for a while. Ultimate Pima Wonder Looper t-shirt, and this is a Aloha shirt from the Spring Summer 24 collection. Easy fit. It's still hot here in Japan.
Very hot.
Still very hot. I want it to be flannel weather soon, but it's still 30 plus degrees every day.
Yeah, it's a little like bittersweet when it's a flannel weather.
A little bit, but I like flannels.
Yeah. Well, I put on my long sleeve shirt initially today, and I was like, oh, it's so hot.
Yeah, it's tough.
I changed it too much.
So we're wearing some spring shirts. As you guys know, we like to match our outfits quite often. So this is the perfect collaboration right here in more ways than one. But we do if you within the Naked and Famous Denim line, the men's and women's collections, there are a lot of items that are most of the things use the same fabric, so you can coordinate quite easily shopping our collection. So yeah. Okay. Right W5 writes, but what if you can't do the lower buttons up? If you can't do the lower buttons up on your jeans, they are too small. There's not much you can do there. Those are destined for the donation. Friends, family, the Goodwill. If they've got nice fades on them, you can always trade them into Tate Yoko or Naked Famous Denim NYC for a discount on a new pair. So there are some options there. But if you've totally outgrown them, they're either going to be part of your archive, they could be part of our archive, they could be passed on to a friend or an enemy. Don't wash them, send them to an enemy. Let them enjoy that. Although they could probably wash them. And why would they accept jeans from you? These are questions I don't have the answers to.
And what size is that enemy? Can he fit in it?
Yeah. Who knows? But you know who's going to know? You's going to know. Just stick around all the way to the end of the video. All right. Nicholas writes, any other non-denim shorts in the works? I've been wearing my Kiko shorts all summer, and I love them. By next spring, we'll probably have the luxury flowers, the ones that were supposed to come out this past spring-summer season. So there's the pink version, like the pinky color, and there's a charcoal black color coming as well. So those are probably the next iterations of shorts that we'll have out. Yeah.
Hopefully. That one was a great fabric.
Yeah, great fabric. Just didn't have enough time for the production. But I have to report that we have now expanded our workforce in La Factory. So we have more capacity, and hopefully that means products coming out sooner, more plentifully, and more restocks happening as well. So
it's going to be just a matter of us releasing it. Now we have to be prepared to put out more content.
Yeah, we're in super content creating mode right now.
To be fair, we have a lot more stuff for Tate Yoko now.
Yeah.
Than we did before.
It's true, but this season alone, it's maybe the biggest season we've ever had.
Oh, 100%. Because JoJo is just 6 sheets. Just 6 at it.
Just that. We've got a 15-year anniversary. We've got Elvira.
Right.
We've got things like the Snowy Selvedge.
Right.
There's a couple of other small production items coming out on top of the Fall/Winter 2023 collection. Big season for us.
Yeah. We don't have enough weeks.
There aren't enough weeks. Christmas is not that long from now.
What's your favorite thing to
I
say
really
this
keep
week?
saying that. Let's check the Google. How many weeks until Christmas? I wish it would just give me the answer right at the top. But it's only 16 weeks. 16 weeks until Christmas.
That's interesting.
There's a little flip clock for it.
Yeah.
That's not a long time.
That's a very short time.
Very short time. So, get ready, everybody. Santa's on his way. Patrick Sanchez, good evening, everyone tuning in from the middle of nowhere, Ontario, rocking my classic slub. Well, welcome to the chat from the middle of the great province of Ontario. Ontario, Canada, Earth. Vincent Pear, will you make a longer denim jacket? I have the Elephant XS denim jacket, and it's a little short on me. We don't have any plans on making a longer denim jacket. The denim jacket that we have is, my opinion is that it's pretty spot on. It's not supposed to be like, it's a little bit more 70s, 80s style than it is, 90s, 2000s era.
But,
where those jackets for me, they got a little long.
And I don't know, long denim jacket don't really look great. Like, that's why we have, like, things like short coat. If you want a longer body jacket, like, those design look nicer, I think. Because it just kind of looks elongated with, like, a denim jacket design.
I want it to sit near the waist, around where your jeans start. So it kind of makes the suit.
But yeah, I mean, we know we don't make as many short coat options, but I think those are what it's for.
Yeah, I understand you might have a particularly long torso. I get it. Look, not everything's going to fit everybody perfectly. But yeah, we also can't make everything.
Not yet anyway.
Not yet anyways. One day.
I mean, we do see like a lot of brands that makes 2-3 lengths, for taller people and shorter people, which is, I mean, that's great.
The heritage denim jacket that we're doing is going to be even shorter.
Yeah, not for you.
It's going to be even shorter. Right. Snuff Spoon, would you guys alter the waist like you do the inseam? No, we will not. If you want to get your waist altered, bring that to your local tailor. And they can handle that for you. That is something that you want the person that you're talking to who can see the garment on your body to fix for you. You don't want to do that blindly. Inseams are a little bit easier to deal with, especially, if you're really not sure about what inseam that you need, just cut it a ½ inch longer and you'll be fine. And if you need to adjust it, you could always make it shorter. Your local tailor shop can handle that for you. But waist adjustments, we don't do. We don't taper jeans. We don't get into like deep alterations. We're
not set up for that.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't want to be set up for that. There's way too many problems that come with that, and not interested.
And those are actually altering like what we're making. Whereas like hemming is just you can finish it the exact same way that will as anything else. So it's Stufu for free. Do you guys take custom orders? We do not. We do not take custom orders. If you said you've been thinking about an elephant strong guy. If you want an elephant strong guy, I hear you. Maybe we'll make an elephant strong guy at some point. But custom orders, just like alterations, it what's this phrase? It ain't worth the something. Whatever it is, it just ain't worth it. The amount of time, the amount of effort that goes into like dealing with that, it's really not worth the effort on our end. It causes just a lot of headache, a lot of problems, and you know what? And it's not going to be like a good price for you either because of all this inefficiency. Yeah.
The custom stuff is just pure inefficiency, and you don't want to pay for it. I'll just that's it. Investians, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. That's it. Like, I remember Brandon and I in the early Naked Famous Denim days, we used to do these custom denim events.
A lot of brands did.
Yeah. And boy, it was just like problem after problem after problem. We would do these events, like we'd have these fabric swatches, we'd have all these threads that people could pick from, and you'd be sitting here with somebody, and they're designing what they think is their dream jean, and they're like, I want green stitching here and red stitching here, and I'm like, no, you don't. And they're like, no, I do, I really do. I want to have red stitching, green stitching. I'm like, no, don't. That's not. And at the end, you got this like Ninja Turtle looking jean, and you deliver it to them, and they'd be like, wow, that was. And we were charging like double, sometimes 2.5 times the price on these because everything is one of one, right? So the efficiency goes down incredibly when you're making any of these things. And they're like, oh wow, I paid a lot of money for that. I'm like, yeah, you paid a lot of money for that. And then sometimes, you're a 32 in one fabric. You might not be a 32 in another fabric. You get it. We made it. We delivered it. It's a little small. Or we don't deliver it. It took a couple weeks for us to get those made. you might have gained weight or lost weight or whatever. They don't fit you how you expect them to fit. And it's like, oh, wow, there's $450 down the drain. So, like, if you want to be in that business, custom jeans, you know.
I mean, there are people like that.
Sure. Go for it. Those guys handle it.
That's not our business.
That's just not our business. Nelson V, what about size 35? What about size 35?
This is a legitimate question. And I think
I've sold jeans for over 20 years now, and the amount of actual size 35s I've met are so little that I think it's the same thing with size 37. There is no size 37.
Yes.
Everybody who is a 35 or a 37 somehow manages to fit in a 34 or a 36 or a 36 and a 38. They fit fine.
And I think it also goes back to the relativeness when it's like a larger size, like 1 inch doesn't mean the same thing as like 1 inch when you're talking about 28 and 29.
Right.
So, like, it's, you know, like, you're gonna have to, like, if you're actual 35, you have to buy a 36. But it's not, okay, it's a little big, but I can wear a belt or whatever. Like, it's not gonna be, but it is weird that we stop, particularly at that point.
Yeah.
I think it's just been the way it was, and nobody's actually changing it. But our, like, size scale as, like, human beings, you know, especially in the United States, I feel that like it's the size range has moved a little bit. Like a lot of people are bigger now; they're taller now. Like it's kind of weird that we don't move with that.
But yeah, I think it just goes back to like how many people have you not been able to fit in jeans?
Right.
Because they're a 35 or a 37.
Yeah.
And the answer to me is 0. I've had of all the people who are legitimately those sizes, like they've never been able to not buy a pair of jeans.
Yeah. Fit Embassy and it's 35 is the new 33. I agree with you. I think I see that. Yeah. So I mean, you know, maybe we'll move that way, but at the same time, there's also a mystery of we always sell more 32s and 34s than 33.
Yes.
And that doesn't make any sense. If you think about it, it should be like this, whereas it's like this.
Yeah. The peak is 32 and 34.
Yeah.
And there is like this you know, peak and valley situation going on.
So, I don't know. I think it may be a little bit psychological.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we got rid of not that I'm planning on getting rid of 33, but I'm just saying if we ever did get rid of 33, people would just buy one or the other. Yeah. Probably more 34s.
And if we made 35, I don't think we're going to sell as much as well as 36.
Yeah.
So.
It is odd. In my life, the only brand that ever had a 35, and I think we only had them for like a short while. These Hugo Boss Alabama jeans. We had a 35 Alabama. You know exactly how they fit. It was funny. There was like Alabama. They had another jean called Texas, but we used to sell Alabamas like crazy. It was like the dad jean fit of like the early 2000s. It was not a great fit, but this is right before. Like, I guess the only premium denim out there was Diesel. They're really, like, the LA wave of, like, denim brands didn't show up yet. You had Diesel, you had Paper Denim and Cloth. Paper Denim was the only one. Like, Paper Denim might be around in one shape or another, but it was, you know, you'd get jeans from, like, you know, whatever designer brands, Armani and things like that. Versace. Then you had Diesel, Paper Denim. I think they were from New York. And then the LA wave came with like 7 jeans. 7 Jeans, Citizens, True Religions, all that stuff. But 35, Alabama. I'm like, I remember getting them. I'm like 35. Like, it was a shock to even us that we saw a 35.
Yeah,
But
nobody
yeah,
expects it.
nobody expects it. Somebody was asking about more strong guys. I do have more strong guys in the works. We're doing some restocks. I have added a production of natural indigo strong guy, so that's going to be the next core strong guy option. So yeah, a little bit more coming your way if you're looking for some strong guy options. Pending new name. I have a 34 big slub, but it's one I can't wear without a belt. To some folks, fit that isn't a great option. Sorry, I'm not sure what you wrote there. I have a 34 big slub, but it's one I can't wear without a belt. To some folks, fits that isn't a great option. Not sure what. Maybe you missed a word or two there in the end, but I'm not sure.
Maybe the fact that you have to wear a belt is not a good thing to some people.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Like, again, like, you know, if we had infinite resources, we would make every, you know, version of everything, you know, tall, short,
Yeah.
35, 37s, whatever. But yeah, we just have to be realistic in what is the most efficient for us. What is the most, like, what makes most sense.
Right. Cameron Smith writes, "Hey, hi, y'all. Is there a Denim Mill that does tours in Japan that you would recommend for someone traveling there to learn about Japanese denim?" I'm going to go with a no.
Like, there are, like, front-facing, like, you know, denim, like, stores that does, like, you know, kind of like that has a small factory that you can show you, like, oh, this is how jeans are made,
Yeah,
and
like,
stuff like that.
there's a Big John store on Jean Street.
Yeah, they
in
do have
Okayama.
They
That has
have
like
a little section where, like, they, you know, you can see all the machines set up. I think I'm not sure if it's every single, like.
I think on the weekend they let you, like, make.
But yeah,
part of
they
making
let
the
you,
jeans.
like, be part of it. They have workshops, and they also, like, can show you, like, how things are made to a certain degree. Maybe not every single steps, but
Yeah.
So those exist, but in terms of, like, fabric mills, they're not
open.
really open to regular tourists.
Yeah. It would be neat if they were, but
I don't think they can handle it.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. It's very industrial in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is that they're really in the middle of nowhere. Like, some of them are far out. Like,
oh, you have to drive hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sometimes I'm like, well, how did you end up even being here in the first place? But yeah, some of them are really, really out there, like a 30-minute drive to, like, before you even get to a convenience store kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, and, like, that's weird for Japan because, like, you could throw a rock in any direction and there will be a convenience store.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. There's certainly no public transport or nothing like that.
Yeah. Jim Lee, will you ever release a pair with a utility knife pocket? No. I don't think we need any extra pockets for knives. But, yeah.
What would the size of a utility knife be? Wouldn't it fit in coin pocket?
Some knife, I don't know.
Is it too long?
It might be also awkward to keep your knife in your coin pocket, just the way that you sit. But I don't know. I think most people, if you have a knife with a clip, you just clip it in. Or we have like the little knife holders for the Higanokamis, and maybe you just slide that into your pocket. But yeah, I don't think we'd ever add an extra pocket just for a knife. Okay. Pedro, that's a horror movie. A psychopath going and killing people out of the middle of nowhere in denim factories. The real denim killer. No. The real killer jeans are the ones that we make for our horror collaborations. The horror movie. Psychopath going and killing people in the middle of nowhere denim factories. You know, Japanese horror movies, they're very good, generally. But you can see often where certain things are, how creepy certain things can be. Like old Japanese houses. Because there's just, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of like abandoned looking houses in Japan. And you look at them and you're like, that is the setting of a horror movie. And like, so when you see them actually in Japanese horror movies, a lot of this stuff feels very, very close to home.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think also, like, like houses don't last as long in Japan. So, like, there are less of old houses. So, like, when I was little, like, my grandma's house was, like, the oldest house that I've been to,
right.
And that just kind of scared me. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just creaks. It's it's made of wood.
But they're like the abandoned houses here. They're around.
Yeah. I do think like Japanese horror. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell if it's like creepier because I see it as real life. Or maybe it's creepier to everybody else's too. But it's the weird quietness that just it doesn't exist in like Western horror movies.
Yeah.
Even when they're trying to be like really scary.
Right. Anyways, go find a good Japanese horror movie and enjoy this weekend. Bahzad and Risa, do I go 18-ounce Big Slub or Elephant 12? Ooh, BD is asking a good question. 18-ounce.
Do you already have an elephant?
BD has the Okayama Spirits. Hold on. Let's go check out the Tate and Yoko sale that's going on right now because I believe those 18-ounce Big Slubs are part of the sale. So let's go head over to the browser window. Right now over at Tate and Yoko, we are having our Labor Day sale. A lot of great deals happening right meow. Super Guy, King of Slub, size 30. We probably just found that last pair hanging around somewhere.
That's a great deal, $157.
That is a great deal. If that's your size, you grab that jean right now. 18-ounce. That's not how you spell ounce. Big Slub Selvedge, $149. That's a hard one to pass up on. Big Slub. I don't know. What would I pick?
I mean, that is a good. Oh, BD has Elephant 10.
You have the Elephant 10? I might make them into shorts, though. I picked up the Easy Shirt Real Indigo Dye Plaid on sale. Can't wait. That is another great shirt. You have an Elephant 10 that might be turned into shorts. You know what? Given how awesome your Okayama Spirits faded, get the 18-ounce Big Slub.
I mean, it is, like, you're talking about, like, full price, thing versus, like, a great deal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sale is good.
Sale is good. Guys, what do you think? What should BD grab?
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat. Pedro says, BD, get the tux so me, you, and Patrick Sanchez can do a triple collab post. Love it. Christopher Davis writes, how about a yellow core selvage? Someday.
Yeah, we gotta do more color cores, I guess. There's a lot more colors that we haven't done.
Yeah.
But the next one up will be an elephant.
Elephant core. Red core.
So.
That's going to be a hardcore. It's a lot of hardcores in there. Hardcore denim, hardcore fading. It's just for our hardcore Naked and Famous Denim fans out there. It'll be a very, very fun jean to fade.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the release of that one, just because it's like you've got the exaggerated wear patterns of a heavyweight denim plus the color core at the same time. It's gonna be nuts, and like the speed,
red.
Red, and the speed at which a heavyweight denim fades.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the chat is saying about BD's choice. We got Sergeant Snuggle saying the Big Slub. Topher Cobra, get the Big Slub, and I hope the elephant goes on sale for Black Friday. All right. The new one probably won't, not for Black Friday, but there will be some Black Friday deals. Pending new name, I scored a Labor Day sale pair of Super Guy 33 King of Nep late last night. Never imagined I'd find a pair still. Thank you guys. Yeah, a lot of rando pairs showed up. We go through that warehouse, and sometimes we find like a last of pair. Maybe something was returned and it just wasn't put back in the inventory. So, check our sales section often.
Yeah. There's a lot of treasures in there.
Yeah, or sign up for those back in stock things. Sometimes what happens is like something gets sold out, and then after a while we take it off the website so you can't sign up for the back in stock notification. But if there is something that you like and you see it sold out, just put your email in there anyways. You never know when something shows up. Chances are it won't show up, but if it does, at least you get that notification and you'll have your opportunity. Mm-hmm. So be sure to do that. Mm-hmm. Sebastian Pilj, hey Bahzad and Risa, shorts, when? Anytime. We have all of your jeans into shorts anytime you want. You can also request a Bahzad special. If you don't know what that is, you can't afford it. So don't request it
unless you know
what you're getting. Because you will get something very special. So yeah, Bahzad special. It's a thing. But if you want regular shorts, just request the inseam that you want. We can turn any pair of jeans into shorts, which is also a great time. Like, it's just because everything is on sale right now. Not everything, but a lot of things are on sale right now. Let's check it out. Like, what are we in 60% off zone? It's a couple of last jackets here. You want some Bane shorts, although they're only size 28, 29. That's a killer price on that short coat. $83.
Oh, wow.
That's a fun short coat to have. These are very difficult sizes. It's a lot of small sizes. If you're a small person, now is the time to cash in on that.
But yeah, like for instance, you get like those print like pants into shorts.
These would be good shorts. Yeah. Those would be good shorts. We could show those into shorts, no problem. But yeah, check out the sale. You might find some, something in there that you might want to turn into shorts.
And the thing is, like, shorts, you think that there is less material, so like you can justify it better, and also like you can only wear it at certain times of the year, so we understand that you don't want to pay as much. So I think it's a good time, good idea to put something on sale.
But by the way, these two flannels are amazing. They're so heavy and thick. Very, very cozy. $124.
Yeah, all of those.
Yeah, I have this one.
Yeah, I have this one.
Yeah, Risa has this one. Fantastic. Oh, they're so comfortable. They're so nice. Great deal. All sizes in stock. Grab those while you can.
Oh, this one too.
This one too. Yeah. Although it's only XL, double XL. If that's your size, boom, grab that one. That is a fantastic flannel.
And those work shirts also, it's the same fabric base. It's heavyweight.
Yeah. Absolutely. So there are some sizes a little limited on those, but fantastic options. If you want to make elephant shorts, now's a chance to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. If you especially if you don't want to spend like full price on a pair of shorts, just to cut them to the shorts, grab something on sale and you'll have a good option for you there as well. That shirt, that's the one. BD just grabbed. This shirt is fantastic. Real indigo dye, so it's gonna fade as you wear it and you wash it. I think the only reason why, and this one and those other flannels, the reason why they're on sale is mostly because like we got the production in late and we were not able to ship them to our retail partners because sometimes when things come in late, like it's just too late in the season to ship, and people they don't want to take in new goods. So we just ended up with a lot of them. And our whoopsie is your opportunity. So grab those because I think if we had released those earlier in the season last season, they would have been gone. Mm-hmm. Good flannels. Take advantage of the Labor Day prices. Prices are on now until the 6th. So Wednesday the 6th next week. At the end of the day, they'll go back to regular markdown prices. And anything in the 15% off section will go back to regular price. So, grab while you can. Pedro, so many great sale options, especially that one BD grabbed. Absolutely. David Dixon, joining late, but what weight are the flannels? I don't know offhand. Just check on the website. Do we have it listed on the website? Ooh, maybe we don't.
Maybe not.
I don't know offhand, but they're pretty beefy.
They're very
Anytime
beefy.
we write heavy flannel, they're heavy. You will not be disappointed.
You could also check out our collection preview video to get like a closer look. Like it's easier for you to see like the texture of fabrics on that video. Like it's a long video, but you can skip to the whatever that you want to see. I recommend it.
Yeah. Cameron Smith, the red vintage flannel was a favorite of mine that I wanted forever. Glad I finally got it. It's so nice. So much more comfortable and warmer than my Filson flannels. Well, there you go. There's a customer testimonial from Cameron Smith. I'm glad that you're enjoying that one. H.E. Pettypacker, a philanthropist, and what else? An industrialist. Yes. Good to have you here. How can you guys sell the circular knit T-shirt at such a good price? They're amazing. Because we're amazing people, and we try to provide a lot of great value over at Naked Famous Denim. The real reason is because we make a lot of them.
We make a lot. But also, I have a feeling that we get like a good neighbor price built in from our supplier.
Yeah, our supplier is literally our neighbor.
Yeah.
And just the way our company operates, there's not a lot of, there's overhead, but it's not like, giant corporation overhead. You've never seen an ad from us. This is the ad. You're watching it right now. So, we don't have to build in a lot of, extra prices into things, and we got a good price. We pass that price on to you, and we also buy a lot. We definitely get a big volume deal for that one, because we order a lot of them, we sell a lot of them, so it works out. Is there a difference between circular knit and loop wheel? There is.
Yes. Most T-shirts in the world is knit on a circular knitting machine. It's just such a common thing to knit a fabric on a circular shape. Whether you use that as a body in itself, like tubular body style or not, is different. A lot of the times they, if you make a lot more quantities per size, it might make sense to have the circular tubular body construction, because it's that much less work. You don't have to sew the sides, and
there's less tailoring.
So it makes sense, and that's making sense for us with the circular knit tubular bodied T-shirt of Naked and Famous. But regardless, whether you have the side seam or not, most fabrics for T-shirts are made on a circular knitting machine. Loop wheel machine is a specific kind of circular knitting machine that is very, very old, that is very, very slow to knit, because you literally knit one row at a time. Yeah. And it is a dying craft. So it's similar to shuttle looms, in a way that it used to be the thing where everybody used to make knit fabric, but nowadays it's like a old school crafty way of making fabric.
So loop wheel machines, very, very slow, as you said, and because of that slowness, there's a lot less tension put on the fabric. So the fabrics are a little bit stretchier. They have a little bit more elasticity in them naturally. They are only operating these machines in Japan and Germany. Nowhere else in the world still runs these machines.
They're industrial level, like a commercial level.
Yeah, there might be a single machine here and there, but as far as production wise, it's Japan and Germany. That's it. So a lot of people get the loop wheel and circular knit confused. I guess because a circular knitting machine is on a loop, so people think that they're the same. They are not. Practically all. There are flat there are flat knitting
flatbeds,
machines,
yeah.
but those are mostly used for like sweaters, like not like sweatshirts, but you know what I mean. So if you have a t-shirt, a French terry, whatever it is, it's made on a circular knitting machine, and those machines are fed with dozens and dozens of threads at the same time, and they can do a very, very fast machine. And usually when the fabric is being knit, it is hanging down, and there's a roller at the bottom that is constantly rolling the fabric up, so it puts tension on those yarns. Whereas on a circular knitting machine, it also kind of knits.
You mean loop wheel machine?
Sorry, on a loop wheel machine, the fabric is hanging. See, even I get the terminology confused. It is hanging down, no tension put on those yarns, so it does create a beautiful elastic fiber. And sometimes, the saying is that because of that, it kind of knits air right into the fabric, so you have a beautiful, stretchy, soft hand feel. And the other big part, as Risa said, is that this is more of the craft in terms of how these things are being made, because operating these machines, there are very few people left in the world who even know how to get them to run. And getting like if a needle breaks, like getting the needles, this is all custom work to like have these replaced and repaired. So it is such a laborious effort in order to keep this skill and tradition alive, and you are certainly paying a premium for that, right? If you want this old, a authentic old school feel of a t-shirt, there's only so many t-shirts that can be produced. These machines make about 1 meter of fabric per hour. The yield on a t-shirt is about 1 meter. So just think about that. So you are paying for the inefficiency, but you are getting the true, authentic, vintage feel that can only be reproduced on these machines. So it's if you're a fabric nerd, that is certainly more intriguing to you. If a t-shirt is a t-shirt is a t-shirt, then maybe it's less interesting to you.
I mean, like when we say like modern machines that are like newer than like loop wheel machines are like 100 years old. Like it's very, very old. But like the modern, like they call it synchro machines, like those synchro machines are like also very old. Some of them are as old as like Selvedge
Selvedge looms. Yeah.
So it's still like there are variation of it within that like synchro category. And our circular t-shirts of Naked and Famous, I actually don't know which year those machines are from, but they're not like a modern machine that just knits like crazy, like computerized or anything like that. It's still pretty old and like kind of like vintagey.
Right.
It's just a very big distinction happened between the loop wheel machines and the synchro machines, that we do draw the line there, but I mean there's variation.
Yeah. It's like Selvedge denim is to modern machines, or the mechanical watch is to a digital watch, right? They produce a similar product at the end of the day. It's just how you get there. And if you appreciate the craft and how you get there and what that all means, that's part of what you're paying for.
But again, there are things that the loop wheel machines can't do. So like we do still, like we have to rely on modern machines that are again like modern. When you say synchro machines, there's vintage ones, there's
many
modern
eras
ones,
of it.
there's so many.
So it's a knitting is another giant world of nerdiness.
Yes.
But yeah.
But yeah, so like going back to the Naked and Famous circular knit t-shirts is not loop wheeled. It's just have a tubular body.
Yeah.
And it's knit in a circular knitting machine like any other t-shirts in the world.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have no seams sometimes. So like that's the selling point of that.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. You got any more knitwear questions? You know who to call. Okay. David Dixon, Impulse bought the linen denim in the sale. Can't wait. Great choice. Hope if it's still warm where you are, you got a couple more weeks, or unless it's warm all the time, then you can just wear them all the time.
You can still wear linen in the winter. It's just it has a characteristics that are
linen.
appealing.
I don't think I've ever worn linen in the winter.
Really?
A linen jacket I could see. Linen trousers, maybe less so. I don't know.
You just associate linen with summer much.
That's it.
But it's not like it's like so cold. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like me drinking. I don't drink a lot of hot coffee in the summer. I like hot coffee. I just don't drink a lot of hot coffee in the summer.
Right. But you still can enjoy it.
I still can enjoy it. Okay. Devin Hurt. Will Tate and Yoko be selling stuff from Brandon's grandfather's brand? If we had stuff from Brandon's grandfather's brand, we probably wouldn't, because there would be so few of it left and just before our archive.
Well, Tate Yoko used to sell Paul Rose products, which was like the
So actually, this is a good segue because someone's asking about MIJ. So Vince Chan, do you have the sample of the MIJ 13? Hold on, we'll show that off in a second. But so when I started at Naked Famous Denim, literally, the first couple days I was there, Brandon's grandfather had just passed away. I actually never met the man, but everybody in the office knew him. He worked there basically until the day he died. There was his parking spot, still his name up, like everything, it was still there. And I went to his funeral, and I'm like, if it's not for this guy, like I'm not here. I have a lot of praise for this man. And so when he passed away, they were going through, some of his things, and they came across that dye with the Paul Rose products on it. And Brandon thought, okay, maybe we should start a tribute brand to this. So we started Paul Rose products as more of a heritage workwear kind of brand. Some people may not even know that this brand even existed. So it started off as Paul Rose products, and it was a little bit more heritage driven than Naked Famous Denim line was. And we started off, I think we did some made in Japan stuff. We made some made in Canada stuff. And I think the problem was that because it was another brand, it was this other completely different story that we had to tell. And it was just kind of hard, you're telling the Naked and Famous story, you're telling the Paul Rose story, and there's only so many of us. Mm-hmm. So Paul Rose kind of took a back seat at one point, just because it was just a matter of, how much resources we had.
Right.
And then we thought maybe we can take this, more heritage-driven, more premium-driven idea and apply it within the Naked and Famous Denim world, and then we started the Naked and Famous Denim MIJ line. So basically, the Paul Rose line evolved into Naked and Famous Denim MIJ. That way, we could, have everything under the same Naked and Famous umbrella, but the ethos and the values of a little bit more, a product that was catered a little bit more to the high spec audience within our world was there. And so that's how Naked Famous Denim MIJ came to be. But as far as selling stuff from his grandfather's brand, the brand doesn't exist anymore. Brandon's father still makes workwear and things like that, but I don't know. It's maybe not for maybe not for Tate and Yoko. That said, there are random boxes of 80s workwear pieces in the warehouse. Some of it, I don't know how well it has held up. We have a giant warehouse. There's old Sears underwear. At one point we were making production for Sears. and like there's boxes of like Sears underwear from like the 90s. Like there's no way, like just at some point like cotton rots and like you could just pull it and just, you know, falls apart.
Especially underwear because it has like
elastic. Yeah. So there's a lot of like, when it comes to vintage, it just has to be of a certain quality in order for it to be sellable. And so like vintage stuff, I don't know, there's probably some good stuff in there. It's just a matter of like digging through it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, we did like for a minute, we did like sell those like socks. I think 100% wool socks on Tate Yoko. That was from like Brandon's father's dealings. But yeah.
Chris Griffin says, I see a lot of his grandfather's dad stuff on Poshmark. I also saw some brand after Brandon on Poshmark, but won't ship to USA. Wait a minute. You got to send me a link of that. You got to send me a link of what you've seen, because I'd be very, very interested in seeing it. Interesting. Brandon's father made a brand of... Brandon's father made a lot of different brands of jeans in his time. And the one that some people... Brandon has mentioned here and there is a brand called David Brandon. And it's like just a, you know...
Yeah, just a
regular jeans. They're not like, you know, super high spec or anything like that. It's just, you know, regular jeans. You know, they're sold at like you know, family independent stores, you know, in Canada and things like that. But David Brandon jeans, he's been around since like the 80s. Since Brandon was born. At one point, he made a brand of jeans called Pourquoi jeans, which in French means why. It's kind of like Guess jeans. But Pourquoi jeans. He also has a brand of knitwear that they do for the Canadian prison system called Aviva. And it's actually pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't hold, like, it's not the highest quality, but it is, like, you know, it's because it has no branding, like, nothing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and depending on the prison, it depends on, like, the kind of spec that,
so if we could have a drawstring.
Yeah, drawstring or an elastic.
Yeah.
You know,
you can have pockets or not. Yeah. Like, I had Aviva sweatpants that has no pockets. And I was like, why do you not have pockets? And it's like, oh, because...
Yeah, this prison doesn't allow pockets. So... there was that. They also at one point used to do, still think they might do it from time to time, but the shoes for the prisons. So they're like just like these canvas shoes, and it was like either like a Van style or a Converse style. Like again, it depended on whether or not the prison would allow have laces or not. So there was that. Brandon's dad he does a lot of different production, but it's not like
higher end. Yeah. Quality,
it's not like the Naked and Famous level, you know, customer base. It's more like, you know, very mass, and sometimes
price
it's like,
point is important.
Very mass, and like sometimes it's like, you know, government stuff. Like I know at one point, I don't know if it still exists, but they were telling me about this program in Quebec where, like, when a prisoner was released from prison, and I don't know if it still goes on today, but they were supposed to be given $20 and a blazer.
They probably get a little bit more money, maybe $30 nowadays.
Yeah.
Hopefully. $20 doesn't get you anything.
Yeah, but $20 and a blazer. And they're like, because it was... Maybe it was like one of these ideas that they had in like the 1940s or something, where it's like, okay, well, you know, this person's been rehabilitated. We need to give him some money to get on his feet. So $20 should get him really far, and a blazer so he can get a job interview. But like that policy just carried on forever, and it was like $20 was obviously worth less over time, and like they're like a blazer. Like, you know, people don't wear blazers anymore like normally. So
that's actually a nice thing to do, because it's like everybody has t-shirts. You can get a lot of t-shirts, but blazer, like, you have to, you know, pay money, more higher money.
But it came to the point where the government was like, we have this policy that we can't seem to get rid of, but we don't want, like, we can't afford like a proper like blazer. So we need you to make us the cheapest blazer possible, so that we technically are doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing, but we need this blazer to be like $20 or less cost. So it was just like, no problem. I can make you a very, very basic blazer. And obviously, the guy gets his $20 in his blazer, and it's like the first thing he does is buy some cigarettes. And hey, sorry, I'm being general there, but and then he tosses the blazer. Like it was meant as like, so long.
I like that idea that like we want you to succeed. We want you to do something with your life.
But that blazer story I always thought it was pretty funny. Okay, Ray Tattooed Boy, did I hear that right? The Sea Island cotton comes from Texas. That's right.
So American Sea Island cotton, which is what we use for the Sea Island cotton Selvedge, is grown in Texas.
Yeah. Okay, we were talking about MIJ. MIJ 13.
Yes, the black MIJ.
I think it was right there.
Yeah. Is this is the first black MIJ, right?
This is the first black MIJ. We gotta lint roll that a little bit. We live with cats, so that's what's gonna happen.
All right.
You wanna hold that up? You're all there we go. So maybe you throw that up on camera there. So this is the first all black MIJ. It is missing the leather patch. This is just a first sample that we have here. This is the Okayama Spirit 10, but in all black. So expect that incredible slubby goodness here at MIJ 13. This is going to be available this season. I'm going to say...
It's on the boat now.
It's on the boat now. So maybe November release?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If we could release it by the end of the year, that will be
okay.
I think we can, but like November might be
okay. Might be pushing
tight.
It. But
Who
it
knows?
will be the first heritage denim jacket that we're going to offer. And then
will also be the
first true guy. Yeah. And now I understand that we don't have an Elephant 12 coming out.
MIJ 12 coming out yet.
I'm very confused myself.
MIJ 12 would come out after MIJ 13. The reason being, we planned this at the same time. We were working on 12 and 13 at the same time, and we had the green cast denim, and we also had a black denim, and we're like, this black one has to be the 13, just because it's black. But how the production went, we were able to make this one first. So it's, the number just kind of messed it up a little, but it is, I think it's nice that it's 13 and it's black. So
black and 13.
Yeah. Who cares? It's number is just a number anyways.
Yeah. Speaking of numbers, the Elvira jeans, like if you ever look at our style numbers,
yeah.
I'll just show you guys here. So if you ever want to, like, on a Naked and Famous Denim product, we have this SKU. That's actually our style number internally. So if you ever, anyways, that's just what it is. How you interpret these is maybe.
No, that one's not.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's just go to latest arrivals. Yeah. Okay, weird guy. So, this part here is like usually men's or women's, so it'll indicate that. But this right here is the fabric number.
Actually, that's 4.
Yeah.
That's 4 digits.
And so for the Elvira one, we had 666.
It's 6665 or something like that, but it does have 6.
It does have triple sixes in there, so I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, side rant. Actually, I'm not even in the dual window. Sorry, I was explaining nothing to you. So these are the SKUs. If you go to our product page, we'll have a SKU here. But for the Elvira, like that's like our internal fabric code, so we know like what fabric is what fabric. Like Sea Island cotton, you saw that. It was 5454, and then if you go to any other Sea Island cotton product, you'll notice that 5454, and then the last 2 numbers is the fit code. 21 is true guy, 03 is weird guy, for example. 06 is easy guy. So anyways,
and the second and third number is like the category. So 01 is jeans, and like for instance, 6'4" is jackets and
Yeah.
stuff.
And then 03 is ladies for the front digits.
No, 3 is ladies.
3 is
1
ladies.
is men and
Yeah.
3 is women.
Right.
And then 0,
Yeah.
1 is jeans. Or
Risa's got it better in her mind than I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know where we were going with that. I went on a side rant.
Elvira has 6665.
Yeah.
So that's just a little, what's that called? Trivia. Little trivia
nugget of knowledge.
Yeah. But going back to MIJ. So
Yeah.
this is the black MIJ, which is the black version of Okayama Spirit. Tempe treated.
Yes.
It's unsunfrized, tempe treated, so you don't have to worry about shrinkage, but it has amazing texture. Yeah, and it will have a black leather patch here with our MIJ girl on it. Yeah, all these details are the same as any other MIJ. It's just that we're very excited to introduce True Guy Fit in MIJ. Also, the Heritage Denim Jacket, which is Type 2 design.
Yeah. We got the blackout buttons there as well. And if you follow BD on Instagram, you would have noticed that his hardware started rusting the other day. He was very excited.
Oh,
He
really?
sent me a photo of it. It looked great. But yeah, the iron hardware is going to rust. We've got copper rivets and copper rivets here as well. So a lot of great details in the MIJ, and hopefully out before Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it can go out before Christmas. I just think November might be a commitment. But yeah, Heritage Denim Jacket is also like the world's first. Like we never made a Type 2 denim jacket before.
And it's from your call out. A lot of you guys were calling it out, so we made it. It's gonna be a very heritage style fit. It's gonna be short. It's not gonna have side pockets. It is the real deal. You know, if you see how I have. I'll put one on.
Yeah. That one especially is a little bit shorter.
Yeah, this.
That one's good. Yeah, and also the first Type 2 denim jacket from us is a black one, so that's a little weird, but that's how it just turned out.
So in an outfit like this, I would have tucked in my shirt, but you know, this style of denim jacket, actually for production, I think the chest is going to be a little bit wider on this one, but you know, it blossoms out. So like it might look small, but just the way that the jacket is designed, it kind of moves with you. But it is a shorter jacket in general. It's kind of more like a shirt than it is like a big old denim jacket. So. Anyways,
it is the heritage look. Yeah. So, like, if you're not into that, you might find it a little too short.
Yeah.
But
you can also size accordingly. I mean, if you want to, get a couple sizes bigger just to make sure that, it fits you a little bit more looser. But, this is the real deal, heritage style. Just try to tuck in my shirt a little bit. You get the idea. So it would fit more like that. Right? Which, now it looks a lot more appropriate, very much more heritage looking.
Yeah. No side pockets, just the flap pockets, but we do have the
embroidery
there.
Yeah.
We got the pleat in the back.
Yeah. Buttons. You can make it even tighter in the waist if you want. I don't think that will be necessary unless you're a lady.
Sometimes if you want your speed.
Yeah, really snugged in there.
To be fair, ladies would have a hard time with like the narrow band because it will fall on the head.
Right. You want to try it on? And this is the MIJ 14. This is the lightweight.
Yeah. In general, like I wear a lot more Type 2 vintage jackets because they're shorter.
Yeah.
Like it fits me better usually. But again, like the problem sometimes it's fine with this one because it's kind of big. But yeah, like here, like the hip, like if it's any tighter, it would be hard for me to close the thing. But yeah, it's just kind of.
Yeah, there you have it, guys. Dusty Rad title. I want one so bad. The Raven, in a Mark II, you're looking like a Canadian cowboy. It's true.
Canadian cowboy.
I gotta get. I have a denim hat. I have a Selvedge denim hat in my office in Montreal.
Yeah. Could get a nicer hat.
Could get a nicer hat. Ian M. Happen to know pricing on those jackets and MIJs in general, or are those soon to come? This is going to be in the 400 range. Am I right? Three?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't remember
honest,
offhand.
I don't know. We'll have to make a separate announcement for that.
TBD. The jackets will not be. They will be expensive.
Yeah, they will not be.
They will not be inexpensive.
Yeah.
They will be expensive. Just made in Japan production, man. And then on top of
jackets.
On top of these crazy fabrics, like the MIJ line, really, it's within regular Naked Famous. You know, there's a price point that we mostly want to stay in and under. Mm-hmm. But with MIJ, it's just like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And sometimes because, like, something is expensive, we're like, okay, then we might as well do it in MIJ so we don't have to be so conscious about pricing a certain way.
And, like, you know, it's kind of like with the Emperor of Slub. Like, it was like the King of Slub was so pricey, and we're like, you know what? We might as well just go all the way. You know, add all these extra details, this, that, and the other. And
also, like, a lot of the times it's the unsunfurizedness too. Like, that's just like, if we don't want to sunfurize it,
right,
the fabric, then we just kind of put it in MIJ.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point.
And my wallet will hurt, but it will be so worth it.
Yeah. It is a lot of work being put into this.
Yeah. You will... Look, you're probably not going to buy, a dozen of them. So if you're going to buy a nice denim jacket or two, you might as well buy the one that you really, really like and you're going to enjoy for a long time. And I forget who told me it, but it was a great saying. You will remember the quality long after you forget about the price. It's definitely somebody in the live stream mentioned it.
Very wise word.
Yeah. Chase Franson, I wish that Type 2 and Type 3s were longer. My torso is way too long. I'm 6'2", and I'm not rocking a Greek god body to tuck shirts in. I love the jackets, but I look like a circus bear in a Shriner car. Well, thanks for the image. That's I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
Circus bear?
Yeah, like a circus bear. You know, they have a little hat on, and they're driving
Why?
Like a little vest.
Why would that short jacket make them...
I don't know. It's just...
Do they have short jackets?
I'm sure back in the day they used to dress jackets... Let's just Google circus bear. Maybe you didn't grow up with these circus bears.
Did you grow up with
Yeah, this image, of...
I see.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
This
That's
guy,
cute.
something like that. It's just not quite. And
I see, because bears do have long torso.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Your point.
Right. All right. So there we go. That for everyone.
Yeah.
Circus bear shape confirmed. I understand. But yeah, it is a matter of, we can't make everything always. But we do try our best. Right. Chase Franson, haha, it's a large bear and a small thing. That's always a funny thing. It's always a funny trope.
It's cute.
It's cute. Have you considered it just looks cute if you put on a jacket like that?
No, to be fair, if you're like tall, something looks short, I think that's not like a bad look. Like all these like old school cool guys, they wear things that are a little too short for them, and that kind of makes them look cool. Because I don't know, being tall is cool.
Let's just look up some old school. See if we can find some images from the 50s of some ranch guys wearing ranch jackets and stuff. I I gotta Google things. Okay.
Okay, let's just. Also, what is a Shriner called? I don't know.
Yeah. I every now and then I come across these photos and then I never save them. But they've got these great black and white photos from like, the 30s and stuff of farmers and workwear stuff. I'm not going to be able to find it. Not right now, at least.
Yeah.
I'll have to have it prepped next time. You know what we haven't done yet?
Preview?
No.
Oh, like.
Risa, let him know. All right, I'll let him know.
Sorry.
No problem. We have a visitor. It's probably the delivery man. Or woman. It's true. What was I about to say? Like this, guys. Hit that like button. If you haven't hit that like button yet, now, see, it is our delivery lady. Our delivery woman. What a nice lady. Hit the like button. Gently tap the like button right now. Is that what I think it is? All right, we can unbox it later maybe. I'm losing a lot of things going on. I'm losing track. Hit the like button, subscribe. You guys know what to do.
Are you still on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's still a little early for me. Okay. Ethos Myron, what explains the price differences of your easy shirts? Some are $150, some are $250. Is it simply the weaving technique?
It's the fabric.
It's the fabric.
Yeah.
It's everything that we do always boils down to the fabric. If you look at our $150 shirts, they're very nice. But if you look at what is going on in the $250 shirts, you'll see that the fabrics are crazy. They're beautiful.
Fabric price really, really varies depending on what it is. And mostly it's associated with the quality or the fabric content.
Yeah. I have to say that over the years, the other thing that has affected our pricing of our shirts is the production cost.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is, if it's an easy shirt, I think everything is the same price to sew it. When it comes to jeans, because there's such a wide variety of weight, the heavier weight ones are harder to make. It's inefficient, so it's more expensive to make it. But in general, shirts, it's one price to sew it. So if there's the same item, price different,
it boils down to the fabric.
The fabric, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, just in general, it's with everything. Food prices, everything, gas prices. Everything is more expensive to produce these days, and it is boiling over. And I have to say that for the longest time, our ethos in Naked Famous Denim was really to keep the price point under $200. Mm-hmm. And things are, you guys probably noticed, things are creeping up a little bit here and there. There's more jeans at the $197 range, $212, $200. They're there, and that's just part of life, I guess, nowadays. The Sea Island cotton, I think that was $260 something, purely based on the cotton, the premium cotton alone. That was a much, much, much more expensive cotton to use. And you feel it. You definitely feel it. And for those who get it, let us know next week in the comments, how do you feel? Because when I put them on, I was like, yeah, you notice it. It's a very instant noticeable difference. A very, very luxurious feel with that one. But yeah, everything, a lot of people don't realize how much, especially in our world, how much of it boils down to the commodity costs of things.
Yeah.
If the price of cotton goes up, you're gonna see it.
Right. But another thing is that
more deliveries.
Okay.
Is this a bigger?
I don't want to forget this one because I want to talk about it.
Guys,
remind me.
I'm gonna remind you. But commodity prices, I remember Reese and I we were pricing out some cashmere fabrics not too long ago, and our supplier was telling us, like, yeah, the price of this has doubled in the last 2 years. Just doubled, completely doubled. Oh, I think we've had one of these before. You guys might remember our. They're doing some fire escape testing, I think. Is that the case? That's all right. So this is fun. We've definitely had this happen on several live streams, so they don't know that they're being recorded right now. I have a Naked Famous Denim work shirt in double XL that weighs 4 pounds. Yeah, sounds like one of our heavyweight flannels. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to keep you nice and cozy for the winter time. Pedro, the fire tester guys are a regular on this stream. It's true.
It happens, I think, once a year.
Maybe maybe seems like once every 6 months.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Gotta be up to code.
Yeah, MC Dizzle. Good thing we're live. That's it. Yeah, and
they always happen on Saturday mornings, so that's why it's.
BD, love the annual smoke detector check-in. Check out cameos. Yeah, it's great to have them here. You know,
I think that everybody knows about this already.
Shint88. What's the gourd? Speaking of which, gourd was the secret word of the day in the this week at Tate and Yoko. Video. If you guys don't know, which I don't know why you wouldn't know by now, but if you don't know, you should know, because I'm going to take you there and introduce you to the wonderful world of our great staff at Tate and Yoko. I'm just going to pull them up here on theinternet.com. So we have a new series on our YouTube channel called This Week at Tate and Yoko, and we're already into episode 4, and it's our crew at Tate and Yoko: Garrett, Terry, Vincent, Vinny, all the boys, Tristan, Justin. Everybody is giving their 2 cents. They're telling you what's going on at Tate and Yoko. They're showing off their fits, their favorite items, picking orders, fade battles. It's a very, very fun little hangout. So do check it out. You know, like it. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, check it out. It's another little fun addition. It gives you another behind the scenes peek here at Tate and Yoko. And also, if you watched episode 3 where they did, episode 2 where they did the fade battle of like the natural indigo and the dirty fade. That dirty fade was mine. That was my dirty fade, and the dirty fades won, my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is the correct opinion.
I don't know. I seem to think the natural indigo won.
What can I say? You know, you can be wrong. You know, you're allowed to be wrong. It's a free country.
They're both winners.
I'm a winner.
Oh yeah. So
okay. Back to commodities.
Back to commodity price. Like another thing to kind of just put it out there, it's that like the left central, natural indigo, dirty fade, like those core fabrics that we've been running for a long time.
Right.
Obviously, things get more expensive, but when it comes to like fabric prices, like mills do have like hesitation of something that we've been ordering for years to like raise the price. Like each time, like they're like, oh, I don't want to tell you this, but like and they do raise prices, but it's like they kind of are hesitant. Whereas the new development, sometimes because it's brand new, they can just charge whatever that is the correct price. Yeah. So I feel like we get a much better deal on like core fabrics just for the sake of them not wanting to screw this up.
Right.
Like they don't want us to, like, oh, okay, then we're not gonna make this anymore or anything like that. So I think they give us a little bit of an extra good deal on those.
I think if we were to run any of those fabrics starting today, those jeans would be a lot more expensive. So there is a benefit of like having some of these, long-standing styles continuing to run, because we can just deliver great value because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also just back to this week at Tate and Yoko, Terry shares his word of the week, and if you mention that word if you place an order, if you mention that word in the order, if you mention some kind of, anyways, be creative in the comment section. Terry will select a comment that he likes, and he will feature that order as a pick during the show, and you might end up with a little extra prize. He's given away a Higo no Kami knife already, a Naked Famous Denim poster, so...
that's a very good one.
Yeah, they're pretty good prizes, so...
All the secret words are kind of...
Phallic.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Just that's your mind, man.
Yeah.
Don't blame us for where your head is going. Terry is a wholesome man who loves vegetables. Simple as that. Simple as that. He's a vegetable connoisseur.
Yeah.
Ecos Myron, I still can't understand how some brands get away with selling 100% polyester garments for over $1,000. I saw some disturbing stuff on the Essence during the sale.
Disturbing
yeah.
stuff.
I have a friend who does production for I'm not going to say the brand, but it's a semi-famous knitwear brand, and in the luxury space. And he was talking about how they just make up the prices. He was like, how much? Then he's like, the production meet, like, the team meeting is like, how much do you think we can sell this for? And that's the price. Like, that's it. Like, there's no like, okay, well, this is our cost, and based on that, and this and that, and like, there's the cost evaluation is, what do you think we can sell this for? And as a believer in the market, if somebody buys it, somebody buys it. That's on them, right? Okay, I believe in that, but dumping on polyester. Sometimes polyester is great. Like, if you need to make a particular type of garment, like a vintage Aloha shirt or something like that, sometimes that's what you want, right? So you can't just dump on a material because it's a synthetic. Sometimes synthetics are absolutely necessary
like
to the
sportswear, athletic wear. Like, you can't have, like, there's a benefit, like, quick dryness and all that stuff like that. That is beneficial.
Or like mega durability, like a nylon or a cordura in a garment is gonna really benefit that garment. So. Yeah. It all depends. I wouldn't just, blanket state that, this is bad or that is bad.
Right. Like for instance, stretch. Yeah. Like, where would we be without stretch in our lives? Like, like we could obviously, like, wear 100% cotton clothes all the time, but stretch is a great invention that made a lot of people comfortable.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. But... if you are seeing garments that don't look like they are valued at the price that they're selling for, then that's another thing.
I'm just gonna say, like,
it's okay.
You can use your common sense. Like, if something is 100% cashmere, like, you can expect a certain amount of money just for the commodity itself, just for the raw material itself. And then, on top of that, there's, things that go into that. So I think you can maybe, it's a very, like, a personal opinion, what it's worth, certain things or not. But, like, if you, like, that, like, polyester is not one of the most expensive raw material. Yeah. And, that, like, making certain things are not that complicated to the point where it's it should be sold for $1,000.
Yeah.
So it needs your own discretion, I think.
Ethos writes, to be fair, my Naked and Famous Sherpa corduroy jacket uses polyester. The lining. Yeah. But you know what? Like vintage blanket line jackets also used polyester in them. Polyester isn't like this crazy new invention. Polyester's been around for a long time.
Yeah, polyester, acrylic, rayon. All these are rayon semi, whatever. But like, all these are synthetic fibers that does add value to our clothing.
So, I wouldn't dunk on them just out of nowhere. But yeah, if they're used appropriately, then that's just something to consider.
Yeah. But again, like pricing it's a crazy land.
Yeah.
And we do have expensive stuff, like we've sold. What was the most expensive thing we've sold?
100%. The most expensive thing that we sold, the most expensive jean to date was the 100% cashmere Selvedge.
And that was like 10
that
years
was
ago.
more than 10 years ago. That was like...
And still, today, dollar to dollar, it was still the most expensive back then.
If we were to sell that today, it would be probably double.
Mm-hmm.
And those are $1,495 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who carried it? I think it was like Nordstrom. No, Neiman Marcus, I think. And the Neiman Marcus, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have like this, like millionaires gift guide or like Christmas. It was like a famous thing that they had going on. I could be misremembering. It might have been Neiman Marcus or somebody else. But there was this holiday gift guide, and it was just for like the ultimate luxury stuff. It might have been like a New York Times luxury gift guide, something like that. Mm-hmm. And like the jeans were featured in it. Mm-hmm. And it was like in there with like, oh, here's a mega yacht for like $180 million. And oh, you want a Prada roadside toolkit? Oh, it's okay. It's $22,000. And like, you want the ultimate jeans? Like, I'm like, wow, that was crazy. Sebastian Pilje writes Barney's. It might have been Barney's.
Yeah, I thought it was Barney's.
It might have been Barney's. Yeah. It's some of this stuff all melts into all one thing at this point. But yeah, we've made some other expensive jeans before. The Tokushima hand dyes. Yeah. Those are always pricey. To be fair, the Tokushima stuff, we some things, because we only sell them on Tate and Yoko, we're able to make the prices lower. Yeah. Right? Because it's like we don't have to have like I'm sure you guys know by now, but there is a margin between wholesale and the retail like stores that we work with. So there's a little bit more the retailer needs to make money, we need to make money, but because we're selling it on Tate and Yoko only, we kind of reduce the amount of margin on those items.
And things like that, like those are such a limited thing that just because you buy more, you make more, doesn't make it any like more reasonable in terms of price. Like the price is the price. Like you don't get a bulk discount or nothing like that. So that's why it makes sense.
Yeah, Chris Griffin's in the chat. Good to see him. The historian. May 15th, 2015, 5 things you didn't know about Naked Famous Denim made. Cashmere, 14 pairs made at $1,400 USD.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the first videos that we made together.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We were watching some of those the other day, and I'm just like, hi, my name is... And I was so skinny.
No, but, like, I don't know which one it was, but, like, the one where you were sitting on...
What is Selvedge denim? I was sitting on a
roll. Like, I liked it. Yeah. Like, I thought it was such a cool, like, set.
Right.
You know?
We,
Now we just, like, sit on the same place.
Yeah,
so, like, I kind of like that you had more different
I had
backgrounds.
more options.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it would be... yeah. Anyhow, you're right. There are a lot more options when you've got a giant factory and warehouse to work with. Okay. Chris Griffin, the W, only 20 pairs made. There was the W weave Selvedge. We made those for Le Claire's in Paris. That was a very expensive jean. And a very, very rare one. Everything, so there's a store in Paris called Le Claire's. We haven't sold to them in a long time. Let me pull them up, but they are one of the craziest stores in the world. If I can only spell it. This is just... Do they have it said Los Angeles, but... this store is just wild. Every time we'd go in there, they had the craziest stuff. One time they had a leather-wrapped bicycle. Le Claire's. And they have like a handful of stores in Paris, and it's just everything. Some things are more reasonably priced than others, but they had like just, I don't know, they have like, reptile skin, like leather jacket, and be like $30,000. And those are like, oh, you just have that. That's something. So they do have a lot of very experimental and like out there items. I don't know why this isn't working. I seem to be frozen on my thing. Anyhow, check it out. Let's see if it reloads here. I don't think it. Yeah, there we go. It's having a problem. But check it out. That was one store that we used to sell to, and like everything that they bought from us, they bought nothing off the menu. It was just like we want to custom make our own collection. We don't care what the price is. Yeah. Because our customers don't care what the price is. Yeah. Just give us the craziest, wildest stuff that you can do. So we would find the craziest fabrics we could find.
But also, like, I think thinking about it now, like 32-ounce jeans that were so iconic and they were so, like, hard to make. And for that, like, our price was so good. Like, yeah. It
was really good.
Yeah.
Micah Welland writes, any chance of a pumpkin spice scratch and sniff gourd-themed denim? I would love to do a pumpkin spice scratch and sniff. That would be awesome.
Get the hype around pumpkin spice.
It's great. It's wonderful. I have some pumpkin spice, I think Frosted Flakes back there that I brought back from America. Oh. No.
I never had pumpkin spice latte other than like tasting other people's, and I don't get it.
It's delicious.
I think you associated that with your like holiday.
I just like the fall. Goodness. Yeah. To be fair, I don't partake in too much pumpkin spice lattes or things like that, but I do like the. It does have a festive taste to it that I enjoy, and I think it's as much as people like try to knock it as some kind of like basic concept or idea. I enjoy it. I enjoy the tradition.
No, I like basic ideas and things. I just never understood it. Yeah. Like,
Pedro writes, pumpkin pie all day, but pumpkin coffee, no thanks. I don't consider these things to be, it's like a frappuccino. It's like, it's a dessert. It's not really, like bubble tea isn't tea. It's, sugar water.
It's bubble juice.
Yeah, it's bubble juice.
Yeah. The other day, Starbucks had thing called like coffee tonic or something like that. They called it like coffee something that are like soda and refreshing or whatever.
Coffee tonic, I love.
Make coffee tonic. Like coffee tonic is a thing that like we discovered not too long ago, but it is a thing that other people do, and we can make it at home, and it's great. It's like tonic water and coffee. It's a good combo. But that's what I thought was what Starbucks was selling, so I bought it, and it was literally like a soda. Like maybe there definitely was tonic water, tonic soda in it, but like. Where is the coffee? Yeah. It was even clear. Right. And I was just like, you can't call this coffee.
Yeah. They also had the olive oil coffee, which we tried.
Oh, yeah. That was actually not bad. I liked it. They did the creamy, like, foam with a hint of olive. You don't like olive.
I don't really like olive. But no, it was no good.
It was good.
Not recommended.
It was also like 1,000 yen, which is like, very expensive.
Mike Knight writes, I'm from East Los Angeles, so it fascinates me that there's a cholo scene in Japan. Is it true they dress like gangsters over there?
I've seen people like that, but not like a...
There's, like, how many people are in this country? 150?
130 million or something
like that. So there's a culture for that's the thing. There's a culture for everything here. I've seen... like Jamaican twerk, like dance hall, like people who love like Jamaican culture here. There's that, and like they'll go and do like dance hall competitions, and like they're dancing like crazy. There's like the rockabilly guys and like Harajuku. Those guys have been around forever.
Like you say, 130 million people, but it's not just the amount of people, but it's also the like nerdiness of like just. Japan is a nerd country. We are.
They're very studious. Once they like something, they study it, and like they're treating every culture like they're like if you're studying a butterfly, like that's what they're like, this is what the butterfly eats, this is how the butterfly flies. So if they're looking at like, Indian curry, or if they're looking at like Italian pasta or like Chicano culture or whatever, they're like, that's what they dress, this is how they dance, this is the music that they like, this is the cars that they like, I'm doing it. And they do it to a T, and they're very good at it. Yeah.
And I think it has something to do with the fact that we're also kind of like not we're like economically developed enough that we can have all these and have the ability to go all the way nerd.
But it also, like, Los Angeles, America, a lot of like that culture is tied into Japan. So you see there's a lot of appreciation for a lot of different American cultures here in Japan. And like,
and America is one of the, like, I studied in America too. Like, it's like if you're going outside in an English speaking country to study, like oftentimes you go to America, you go to Canada. So you like a lot of people bring back that kind of culture, like have experienced that kind of culture. Obviously, we have American base, so there are a lot of culture that's living here as well. So it's less so with like European culture or like even other Asian.
But that said, these subcultures are very subculture. Like, you will more likely see like girls dressed in like Lolita outfits than you will see a like Japanese guy in a Chicano or like a rockabilly outfit. No, every single day of your life in Japan, you will see girls in Lolita dresses more than you will see like some of these really niche, American style subcultures. Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, any kind of little subculture, you look for it, it exists in Japan.
Yeah, it's all here. It's
amazing.
Come and enjoy. We encourage you all. Nick Vilplu, gotta run. Well, thanks for tuning in. Say hi to Mike for me. Right 75 for the pumpkin spice jeans, pumpkin leather patch. That'd be great. I pumpkin scratch and stiff would be pretty fun.
It's actually not a bad
it's a nice smell.
Yeah, and it's got like I can see it. Like I can see it would go with like the folly.
This is going on my list. This is going on the list. Okay. Are we missing any good comments that really need an answer today? Cameron Smith, one last one before we get into snack time. Is the Jacquard Rose product line canceled? It is not. The Luxury Flowers print. It wasn't print. What did we call it?
Jacquard.
Luxury Flowers Jacquard.
He got it.
It's coming out next spring. So we'll have it out before next spring.
We have the fabric. We just didn't have time to make it in the season. So
a little bit delayed there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a
great snack time today. It's weird. And everyone likes weird. Everyone likes spicy. So we've got weird and spicy combined. I don't know if it's never happened before, but it's happening right now. Risa's going to bring it out. I hope you enjoy, because I think I'm not going to enjoy this.
I don't know. I can kind of picture or taste this taste. Picture this taste.
I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
So last week we had the spicy chips.
Have a spicy drink.
Made by Asahi.
Yeah. So Dodecamin is like a energy drink. So I'm expecting energy drink flavor with a little kick.
Okay. I don't know what kind of spice to expect, because there's chilies on here and there's a lot of warning labels, like a lot. And, last week's chips, it looked kind of like this packaging where they're like, be sure you can handle some spice before you touch this thing. And the idea of drinking a cold, fizzy soda that's going to burn me seems a little weird.
It's going to burn you in many ways, not just one. It's going to chill you up. It's going to energize you.
Chili, pepper, and hot. Dangerous, it says. And it's not like some rando, like small little company making it. This is Asahi.
I mean, a lot of things.
Everything's made by Asahi here. So it is, but, I remember we brought those, like, cow tongue barbecue soda. That was like some
so-
rando brand. It wasn't like a, you know.
Yeah. So this one has like ginseng, royal jelly, guarana, maca, all kinds of, like energy giving good things
Yeah.
in here. So
Okay,
we'll
let's
see.
hit it. Let's try it out.
Oh, we need a cup, huh?
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Devin Hertzweit, is the snack time going to be some fancy fruits? You know what? Because I'm going to have to monetize this channel. You might have noticed that there's some ads running on our thing now. That's because YouTube has decided to monetize my channel for me. But because I haven't monetized it, so I have to go through the monetization process to collect the ads revenue ourselves. Maybe we'll take that money and use it towards buying crazier snacks. Fancy fruits. We could buy $200 watermelons.
Or maybe we can buy or rent a studio space or whatever.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We
So
can get some
don't
better lighting. Okay. BD, can't wait to hear if it would wreck a kid. Yes or no? All right, we're going to find out. Risa, you...
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got it.
It smells like old school energy drink.
Smells like energy drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the yellow pea color.
Yep. That's energy drink flavor. Mm-hmm. Okay, energy drink look. All right, let's check it out here.
Right.
That's it.
Looks like,
Cha-ching. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Wait.
It
Okay.
it immediately
The bubbles?
shot up my nose.
Because the bubbles,
Yeah.
like when you put your nose in, the bubbles just burst
Yeah.
and then put like a chili pepper
Yeah.
in my nose.
There's exactly a chili pepper flavor. This is weird.
This is fun.
Really? You get it close to your nose and you just want to sneeze.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like spicy, but you definitely feel it in your throat. Like when you
The
drink.
back of my tongue. And yeah, in the back, I feel a burning. Like it tastes like energy drink. And then when the liquid is down, you just feel chili pepper left on your tongue.
Yeah. And like it at the same time comes through the nose too because your nose is in this.
Yeah. I mean,
It will wreck a kid, I think.
it won't destroy.
But like not like it's super spicy is gonna destroy.
it won't
you. It's just
destroy
like
them.
The
Yeah.
a natural reaction to spice.
Yeah. It's
Oh, this is
my sinuses
fun.
are open.
This is the most fun snacks time
Yeah.
I've ever had, I think.
It's definitely not refreshing, and you
No.
definitely don't want this.
But it's also not disgusting.
Yeah, it actually the taste. If you like energy drink taste, it's like 80% of that plus if you put a little bit of chili pepper in it, and that taste lingered on your tongue for a while. Like my mouth is hot. It's not like deathly hot, but my mouth is still hot just
Yeah.
from a couple of sips. Like
And because you're not like usually when you eat something spicy, it sits on your tongue.
Yeah.
But because it's like a drink, like it sits on your throat, like back of the tongue.
yeah,
I think so. That's kind of my tongue is just fine. you know?
yeah. Like the wasabi taste going out your nose. Yeah, it's
It's a little bit of
Yeah.
that at the same time
yeah.
as like
Yeah.
the
Maybe it's meant to be consumed out of the bottle instead of your glass. It's probably
maybe,
better
yeah.
out of the bottle because it's not going to make you sneeze or.
that's a
like,
good point.
The second you get it close, it's just like whoa.
Yeah, it goes into the
Yeah, I've had ginger ale in this country that also has a very spicy Wilkinson's ginger ale, and you get it close to your nose, like you can feel the bubbles like really rushing, and it kind of gives you that tingly sensation. But
It's actually
overall,
not bad. Yeah, if you come to Japan while this is on the shelf,
this just came out.
I think it's worth a try.
Definitely worth a try. Out of a spicy ranking, I'm gonna give this a 7.2. Like my spicy food rankings are different than like general like is this good or not.
Is it the spice level though?
I would say that it does what it says, and it's not gross. Like, do I want to drink this? No. Like, if I have a spicy chip in the 8, I want to eat it. I will buy it. I will eat it. Right? This is the only time I'm ever going to consume this. Unless we're having a fun little, hey, you want to try something silly?
Yeah.
But it's not gross. Right? Gross is like, ugh,
it's not gross at all.
I don't want to have this
like
ever.
This taste.
This is like, somebody was like, oh, you want to try it? I'd be like, oh, I've tried it before, but, sure.
Yeah, nobody should drink this entire bottle in one sitting.
You think it's normal for one person to drink a whole bottle? No. You wouldn't want to. It's not nice. Like, it's not something you want to...
This is not something to quench your thirst with.
No.
You feel more thirsty because you have, like, this...
Yeah, it's
like,
hot.
Yeah, spice in it.
The taste is fine, but yeah, like, drinking this as, like, as a drink? For the purpose of, drinking a liquid... It does not satisfy that at all. Would this make a decent substitute for a Red Bull in a cocktail? It probably would be interesting as a
cocktail. It's not bad because it does have this, like, you don't drink you don't gulp a cocktail, so just a little chili. I like spicy cocktails.
Yeah,
makes sense.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. There it is, the spicy soda. I don't know how we're going to top that one, but we're going to have to at some point. Everybody, thanks for tuning in to another Naked and Famous Denim live stream. We've had a great time with you. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's really nothing else you should do until you hit that subscribe button. We will be back again next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Watch out for the Elephant 12 video. We're going to be dropping that on Monday. It's going to be coming out next Friday. The Elephant 12, a very, very highly anticipated jean, coming out Friday, September the 8th. Friday, September 8th. Elephant 12 coming out. We've got the video dropping on Monday. Sea Island Cotton came out today. The Labor Day sale is on now, continuing till September the 6th. So if there's something you like, check it out. Maybe you'll find a deal there. Oh, one last thing. The Labor Day sale is going on right now on Tate Yoko. Similar deals are happening at Naked Famous Denim NYC, but because Naked Famous Denim NYC doesn't have like the vast warehouse that we have, there's less product availability there. But this Monday, the actual Labor Day, 1 day only, we're going to have an additional promo happening at Naked Famous Denim NYC. So September the 4th. Core items, 15% off. Core that really we don't mark the core down really ever at all, but because we just don't have a lot of deals happening at New York, we're like, okay, let's do something for you guys. And 1 day only, 15% off core products at Naked Famous Denim NYC. So check it out, September 4th only.
Only domestic shipping.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. If you need a second left-hand twill or a dirty fade, or if you haven't got one before you want to get one, that is the time to do it. So now we're wrapped up, we're spun up, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for somebody else. And we'll see you guys real soon. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.